This video explores the concept of truth-telling, tracing its evolution from ancient philosophical roots to the challenges faced by modern whistleblowers. At the heart of this discussion is the ancient Greek concept of Parrhēsia, which means to say everything. It represents the practice of fearless, frank speech directed at power, requiring deep personal conviction and the courage to face risk. Fearless truth-telling varies by personal risk and clarity. While a prophet uses riddles, the Parrhesiast embraces the scandal of truth, making them distinct from the sage or the detached technician. Ancient thinkers often weaponized their lives. Socrates used ironic questioning to expose societal ignorance, while the Cynics, like Diogenes, used their very way of life as a critique of societal norms. We must distinguish between systemic free speech, or Isegoria, and the moral duty of Parrhēsia. While Isegoria is an institutional right, Parrhēsia is an ethical obligation that often challenges the status quo. Communicative action moves us toward collective understanding, contrasting with strategic action, where speech is used to manipulate. True discourse requires procedural equality and a commitment to shared truth. A major challenge today is the colonization of the human life world by systemic bureaucracies. When administrative power bypasses reasoning, it threatens the very foundations of our civic life. Modern society requires both the democratic consensus described by Habermas and the disruptive courage found in Foucault's truth-teller to correct our course when systems fail. Whistleblowers dismantle plausible deniability. By exposing open secrets and binding their personal identity to the truth, they force institutions to face accountability. When the truth threatens their power, institutions often retaliate. They transform from so-called protectors into hostile actors, aiming to crush dissent to preserve their influence. Bureaucratic channels can act as a trap, neutralizing the truth-teller under the guise of procedure. These formal methods often protect institutional interests, rather than addressing the moral crisis. In transitions toward justice, such as the South African TRC model, communal truth is essential for healing. This approach prioritizes a shared record over purely retributive outcomes. Effective transitional justice must balance the recovery of truth with the need for prosecution. Every model faces trade-offs between reconciliation, social equity, and legal accountability. Protecting truth in a modern world requires structural architectures. Independent authorities, open contracting, and the active preservation of civic spaces are vital to defend against systemic corruption. Ultimately, truth is an act we perform. It demands both the protective structure of our systems and the individual courage to speak when it matters most.